And I am filling in for the voice of the Hoppers, Todd Hamilton, who is out on medical leave. And Todd is hoping to be back with you on Tuesday night. Coming up tonight, it's the Hoppers at 19-16, full count rhythm coming in with a record of 27-10. The umpires are meeting at home plate with the respective coaches, Gary Vaught and Josh Carmen. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Are brought to you by Riken Elastomers. Join the Riken Elastomers team today with process operators, starting pay at $17.50 and an excellent benefit package. Call 270-475-2150, extension 214 to learn more. For full count rhythm, they'll lead off with their shortstop, Levi Perrell. The first baseman will bat second. That's Ryan Miller. Henry Mosley will play in center field and bat third. Tyler Franks, the DH, will bat fourth. Drew Lowry, the third baseman, will bat fifth. Henry Jackson in right field batting sixth. Cooper Holbrook in left field batting seventh. Jackson Cothran is catching. He'll bat eighth. And Hudson Mims, the second baseman, will bat ninth. John Tomlinson, the pitcher tonight for full count rhythm. For the Hoptown Hoppers, Gary Vaught, the head coach. Leading off and playing right field is Ren Tochiaka. The shortstop is Joshua Rodriguez. He'll bat second. The DH is Luis Vergara batting third. Ron Brown at first, batting fourth. Jacob Dukes, a third baseman, will bat fifth. Anthony Zarlingo in left field will bat sixth. Sean Sullivan in center field batting seventh. William Spear is the catcher. He'll bat eighth. And Alex Archuleta at second base tonight. He'll bat ninth for the Hoptown Hoppers. Luke Grenier gets the baseball tonight for the Hoptown Hoppers. And that is tonight's starting lineup, brought to you by Riken Elastomers. We'll take this time out and we'll come back with the opening pitch. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball.
Second, shortstop, number 7, Joshua.
Local Arby's are proud to support the Hoptown Hoppers, located at 1115 West 7th Street or 2927 Fort Campbell Boulevard. We're ready to serve you before or after the game. From our classic roast beef, beef and cheddar and French dip, to our sliders, crispy chicken, and market fresh sandwiches, Arby's is ready to satisfy your next meal craving. Remember, the orange cream shake is back, and it's the perfect summer treat. At Arby's, we have the meats, and we're ready to serve you today.
When you've experienced the loss of a loved one, to guide you through the process of honoring their life.
And on the mound this evening for your Hoppers, number 23, Luke Grenier.
Is proud to be your longest serving Hoppers of funeral home. We pride ourselves in serving you and your family in your time of need. We also pride ourselves in knowing that when you work with us, the pricing you receive is straightforward and free. We are here to
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. For our first pitch of the evening, very special guest, daughter of Andrew Wilson, Dringfield Lending, our game sponsor tonight. Give it up for Amelia Wilson. Lending. Thank you so much, Dreamfield Lending, for your sponsorship. Please visit their tent behind the Hopper dugout over here on the third base side. Visit them early and often. Appreciate their sponsorship of tonight's ball game. Let's play some Hopper baseball.
And we've had our first pitch of the night. Amelia Wilson, about what, 2-3 years old maybe, threw out the first pitch for tonight. And Luke Grenier on the mound getting some warm-up tosses in for the Hoptown Hoppers. Defensively for the Hoppers in the outfield, Zarlingo. And in center field is Sullivan, and right field is Tochiaka. Third base is Dupes. The shortstop is Rodriguez. Second base is Archuleta. And the first baseman is Brown. Behind the plate is William Spears. And again, Luke Grenier on the mound for the Hoptown Hoppers. Again, Perrell, Miller, Mosley, Franks, Lowry, Jackson, Holbrook, Cothran, and Mims for full count rhythm. John Tomlinson is their pitcher. Nice night for baseball and a good crowd here at the start. More will come in, I'm sure, as the night rolls on. Hoppers in the all-white tonight. Blue sleeves. If I can see that, it may be their military jerseys that they are wearing. That's what it looks like. Looks like they have the 101st Airborne Division emblem on the side of their sleeves. Throw down to second. That means that Grenier is ready, and we are ready as well, as Levi Perrell out of Lexington, North Carolina, and Catawamba College will lead off for full count rhythm.
Leading off shortstop number 2, Levi Perrell.
Hoppers at normal depth defensively. So is the outfield. When I say that, all the infielders are on the dirt about middle ways. And here's one hit to center field. And it is going to be caught by the Hoppers. Sullivan for out number 1. And we are off and running at 6:30.
I'm batting first base number 32, Ryan Miller.
Ryan Miller, the first baseman, will now bat. There's my game changer. It normally notifies me when it's ready to go, and we are ready. And that pitch is in there for a strike to Miller. I kind of cheat because I use the game changer to look to see how the defense is set. Here's a pitch outside for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the first inning of play. Big OVEL South matchup tonight. Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grenier is set. The stretch and the pitch, and this one's fouled and out of play, so the count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cardinals beat the Reds this afternoon. The Cardinals go for the sweep tomorrow afternoon. You can hear that game right here beginning at 12:45 with the Dugout Show. Here's a pitch. And this one's going to be a chopper to first. Brown gets it, steps on the bag for the out. So it's a ground out to Brown for out number 2, and the batter is going to be Henry Mosley, the center fielder. Mosley is from Donaldson, Tennessee. It's right outside of Nashville. I say it's in Nashville. It's right in the area of the Nashville International Airport. He attends Trevecca Nazarene University. Here's the pitch to him. This is hit into left field, and left fielder goes back. He gets underneath it, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Luke Grenier as Zarlingo gets underneath that one, and that is out number 3. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Hoppers, and they'll be coming to bat as we check the Hopkinsville Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center. No score as the Hoppers coming to bat. There, half of the first inning of play. Number 27, John Tomlinson on the mound for full count this evening. First start of the season, no stats on him. We can tell you that he calls Lebanon, Tennessee home, and he plays his college baseball at Middle Tennessee State University. Batter for the Hoppers leading off, the right fielder, Ren Tachioka. Ren on the season, a .390 hitter for Hoptown. Here's the first pitch, and it is a ball. One ball, no strikes. The stretch and the pitch, and it's outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. Tochiaka bats left, and he is a speedster. He gets on a lot. If he can make contact, he squares around the bunt, pulls it back, and it's going to be ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch, and it's high for ball 4. So 4 straight balls, and Tachioka is on base, and the batter is going to be Josh Rodriguez, the shortstop. Rodriguez, .317 on the season for the Hoppers. So the speedster Tachioka at first base for the Hoppers. And the pitch. And this is going to be a base hit. And Tochiaka will stop at second base. So the Hoppers now with runners at first and second, as that went right over the shortstop's head into left center field. And Luis Vergara is DHing tonight, so he'll bat third in the lineup. .325 hitter on the season. And the pitch from Tomlinson gets away, but nobody. Oh, it hit him. That's why it kind of got away. It hit him. So a hit batter. And Ron Brown will be the batter. And now the pitching coach for Full Count Rhythm will come out and talk to his pitcher, as he has loaded the bases here in the bottom of the first inning. And Ron Brown, the first baseman, comes to the plate. Brown, a .208 hitter, has 4 home runs on the season. Now the umpire's going to go out and kind of break up the party. Doesn't have to go very far, is Full Count now. Their pitching coach will come back to the dugout. Bases are loaded, nobody out for Ron Brown. Here's the pitch to Brown, and it's outside for a ball. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Jacob Dupes, the third baseman, on deck for the Hoppers. Here's the pitch, and Brown swings through this one and misses. So it's 2 balls and a strike, nobody out, and the bases loaded for the Hoppers. Tachioka reached a base on balls, Rodriguez a base hit, and Vergara was hit by a pitch. And time called by the batter as he steps out. Pitcher is set, he looks over to third. And comes home with a pitch, swing and a miss by Brown for strike 2. So it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And again, the pitcher looks over to third. That is Tomlinson. And the pitch. And it's low for a ball. So the count now is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 and 2. Tomlinson is set. The stretch and the pitch. And it's ball 4 and it walks in a run. So the Hoppers get on the board first. They lead it 1-0. And the bases are full for Jacob Dupes, the third baseman. Dupes, a .298 hitter on the season for the Hoppers. Pitch is in there for a strike. A rare strike call. Not because of the umpire, because the pitcher's not able to find the strike zone. Here's the pitch. This is going to be hit to third. They'll get a runner there. They throw over to first in time, and it's a double play. So a run does score, and it's a double play. Now time is called, as home plate needs some help here. Dupes thought that he fouled it off the plate. Let's see here what they call. As Lowry got the unassisted out at third as it was grounded to him. And then they threw to first, so they stepped on the bag to get the force there. So he lined it to the third baseman, who then threw over to first for the double play. And there are now 2 outs. And Hoppers have Brown at second. They lead it 2-0. And the pitch to Zarlingo is in there for a strike. So what looked like was going to be a pretty big inning for the Hoppers kind of fizzled right there. They had the bases loaded, nobody out, and the pitch is outside for a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Zarlingo with a base hit here, a deep enough base hit, can get Brown home. Here's a pitch, and it's across for a strike. So the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hoppers lead it 2-0. They scored those 2 runs on 1 hit. And a pitch, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So a strikeout in the inning. There was a base hit. The Hoppers leave 1 on base, and they score 2 runs after 1 inning of play as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's Hoptown 2 and full count nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. Hoppers with 2 runs in their bottom half of the first inning of play and lead it 2-0. And it will be the cleanup batter, the DH, Tyler Franks, for full count rhythm. Franks from Dublin, Georgia, Kennesaw State University, and the first pitch to him is a strike. Drew Lowry is on deck, followed by Henry Jackson. If anybody gets on, Cooper Holbrook will bat. Here's the pitch from Grenier, and it's inside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch high for ball 2. The Hoppers will be at Paducah tomorrow night. That is a 6 o'clock ball game tomorrow night at Brooks Stadium in Paducah. Here's a pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the first strikeout of the night recorded by Grenier. And the batter's going to be Drew Lowry, the third baseman.
Hopper strikeout for Grenier. And third baseman number 3, Drew Lowry.
Lowry from Signal Mountain, Tennessee, just outside Chattanooga, plays at Belmont University. And he is hit by a pitch. I've never been told. We have family that lives in the Chattanooga area that I'm assuming Signal Mountain is because that's where all the television and radio antennas are, and they just call it Signal Mountain, although it's a real town. Batter is going to be Henry Jackson, the right fielder. Jackson is from Waxhaw, North Carolina, plays at Carson Newman University. Pitches a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Cooper Holbrook is on deck. There's just 1 out in the inning, and Lowry runs at first after being hit by a pitch. So each pitcher has hit a batter in this contest. Here's a pitch, and it's across for a strike. 1-1 the count. We didn't mention our umpires a moment ago, but John Higdon is behind the plate tonight. Rick Erickson and Darren Clark are on the bases. Grenier looks over at first. Comes to the plate with a pitch. It's inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. Pitch, and this one's going to be hit between the third baseman and the shortstop for a base hit. Now full count with runners at first and second. 1 out, and the batter is going to be Cooper Holbrook, the left fielder. And he's from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. He attends Vanderbilt University. Plays, of course, for Coach Corbin there at Vanderbilt on West End. Grenier looks back to second. He'll come home, and this is another base hit, and they're going to hold the runner at third as it is quickly scooped up by the left fielder. That one again got right past the third baseman. So it's going to be a base hit.
Catcher, number 13, Jackson Cawthron.
Oh, thank you, Tab. Want to let everybody know that Greg Lyle's parents, Greg and Sherry, and Greg's girlfriend, Hannah, and her mom are at the game tonight, and they are joining us from Louisville tonight. So thank you for the heads up on that. Appreciate it. Tab's been a busy man this weekend. Had sounds at 6 last night, and the Best of the West 7-on-7 tournament going on yesterday and today. Pearl Cone won that tournament again, by the way. This was the 3rd year of that tournament, and they've won it twice. Hopkinsville won it last year. 1-0 the count now to the batter. And this is Jackson Cawthron, and he bats left. We'll tell you about him a little bit. He is from Murfreesboro and plays at Motlow State Community College. And a swing and a miss. So it's 2 balls and a strike now to that batter. Cawthron, the catcher. Bases are loaded. It's full count rhythm. Swing, and it's a foul tip at the plate. So the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hudson Mims is on deck. 1 out in the inning. That was a strikeout to begin the inning by Tyler Franks. Grenier looks in. He'll stretch, come to the plate, and it is a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, full count with runners at first, second, and third. Bases are loaded. The pitch, and it's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and the batter's going to be Hudson Mims, the second baseman.
Second baseman number 1, Hudson Mims.
Mims is from Macon, Georgia. Plays at Kennesaw State University. Grenier takes some time now. The stretch, the pitch, and here's excuse me swing that is scooped up and over to Brown for the out. It goes 1-3, and Grenier works out of a jam. There were 2 hits in that inning, 2 strikeouts, a hit batter, but they did not score any runs. So 3 left on for full count rhythm as we go to the bottom of the second. Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's Hoptown 2, full count nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball.
Hello, Hopper fans, and welcome to the 2020come.
We move to the bottom of the second inning. Hoppers lead it 2-0 over full count rhythm. The batter is Sean Sullivan, the center fielder. Sullivan, a .302 hitter, fouls this one down the third base side. And the count is even at 1-1 strike. Grenier worked out of a jam in that top of the second. He had the bases loaded and was able to get out of that jam. Here's a pitch. Check swing, but it's outside for a ball. So it's 2 balls and a strike. Here's a pitch. And this one's hit into right field. And can the right fielder get there? And it's gone. It's a home run for Sean Sullivan. And for Sullivan, that is his 3rd home run of the season, and the Hoppers are up 3-0 on the home run. And it went over the raised fence in right field too, so you know it had some distance. They don't have the dimensions on the fencing anymore, but I want to say it's about 310 down right and left and 400 straight away here at Tiger Field, as that pitch is in there for a strike, if memory serves me correctly. Maybe in a 310, 320 down the lines. And here's one popped up. It's going to go out of play. Heads up on the first base side as the kids scramble for the ball. And the count's going to be 0-2. Here's Tomlinson to the plate with a pitch. And it is a ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Nobody out. And the pitch. And it's a strike. Struck him out looking. That is the second strikeout recorded for Tomlinson, and the batter is going to be Alex Archuleta, the second baseman. Archuleta, a .229 hitter on the season. Archuleta from Evansville plays at the University of Southern Indiana. And the pitch is a ball to Archuleta. 1 ball and no strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be hit to the shortstop, who will scoop it up. He throws over to first in time as that goes from Perel to Miller for out number 2. And the batter's going to be Ren Tachioka, the leadoff batter for the Hoppers. He reached back in the first on base on balls. Tomlinson is set. He comes with a stretch in the pitch, and it is a ball. 1-0. Pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Joshua Rodriguez, who got the first base hit of the night for the Hoppers, is on deck. And Tochiaka takes one inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch high for ball 3. 3-1 now the count. 2 outs. Pitch. And strike 2. So 3-2 now the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count for Tachioka. Here's a pitch, and it's ball 4. So 2 straight walks for Tachioka, and the batter's going to be Joshua Rodriguez with 2 outs. Rodriguez is from Spring, Texas, plays at Ranger College. Base hit in the first. We're in the bottom of the second, 3-0 Hoppers. A home run by Sean Sullivan, and Tochiaka takes off, and he's in there safely. And you know what that means. They've got some more spicy chicken sandwiches to give away from Chick-fil-A on Fort Campbell Boulevard. But they want everyone to please walk slowly to the merchandise table. Don't want anybody falling on the concrete here at Tiger Stadium. Here's a pitch, and it is a ball. So the count's 2-0. Here's a pitch. Inside for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes to Joshua Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. And this is hit into left center field. Can it drop? Nope. Making the play is going to be the left fielder, Holbrook, for the 3rd out of the inning. So we got a home run in the inning by Sean Sullivan, put another run on the board to make it 3-0. Had a walk in that inning. So the Hoppers leave 1 on base, and there was 1 hit in that inning. And the Hoppers lead it 3-0 as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers. Leading off here in the top of the third inning is Levi Perrell, and the first pitch from Grenier to him is a ball, so 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Grenier set once again. Here's a pitch. And it's in there for a strike. So 2 balls and a strike. Hoppers again on the road at Paducah tomorrow night. They play Paducah here on Tuesday night. And the pitch is low for ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And it is Rodriguez with a scoop. The throw. Brown, does he get it? He's got it and he's out. Yeah, what a play there by Brown from Rodriguez as he was able to scoop that one out of the dirt for out number 1.
First base number 32, Ryan Miller.
As Todd would say, we're going to put a red star by that one. Excellent play that time from both Rodriguez on the receiving end after the hit, and then his throw, and then Brown able to dig it out of the dirt. Good job there by Ron Brown. And now time is called. Our first base umpire walking over and looking into the full count dugout. Not quite sure here what the discussion is between home plate and our first base umpire. Yep, they called him out. I think they were asking for a little help maybe. So the batter is going to be Ryan Miller. He grounded out to third. Here's the pitch. No, I'm sorry, grounded out to first. That's a 3. Yep. Thought that doesn't make sense because there was nobody on base to force out. So yeah, he grounded out to first. Excuse me on that. 1-0 the count with 1 out to Miller. Here's the pitch, and it's foul back. So the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the third, Hoppers on top 3-0 on full count rhythm. Here's the pitch, and it's foul back. So the count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes. Henry Mosley, the center fielder, is on deck. Crowd kind of quiet at the moment. Enjoying some baseball tonight. Here's the pitch, and it's foul back once again. 1-2 the count. Miller, the lefty, steps back into the box. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 outs in the inning And the batter's going to be Henry Mosley, the center fielder. He flied out to left field in the first inning of play. 3-0 Hoppers. Grenier set. Stretch and the pitch. And it's high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. "37th pitch for Grenier tonight. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be hit into left field. And coming on strong is Zarlingo, who makes the out. So no hits and no runs in that inning. And nobody left on base. Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard located at 100 Tilley Way next to the Bruce Convention Center in Hopkinsville. Be sure to check out their restaurant, the Eagle's Nest Bar and Grill. 3-0 Hoppers as we go to the bottom of the third. Move to the bottom of the third. Hoppers lead at 3-0, and the batter is going to be Luis Vergara. He was hit by a pitch back in the first inning of play. Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss by Vergara. And the count is 0-1. The pitch. And it's low for ball 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Tomlinson is set, comes with a stretch and the pitch inside for ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 the count. Nobody out. The pitch. And it's in for a strike. So the count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, and it's going to be hit to the shortstop, Perel. He'll throw over to first to Miller in time for the out. As it goes 6-3, and the batter's going to be Ron Brown. He reached on a base on balls back in the first inning of play.
First baseman, number 33, Ron Brown.
Pitch from Tomlinson is a swing and a miss by Brown. The count's 0-1. I think someone referred to him as Big Poppy down below. And it hit him. Hit batter. Ron Brown becomes the second Hoptown Hopper to be hit by a pitch. He joins Luis Vergara, who was hit in the first inning of play. So Brown runs at first, and the batter is going to be Jacob Dukes. You know, he had that play in the first inning of play that kind of wiped out a possibility of a big inning for the Hoppers. And the ball gets away, and Brown takes off, and he's going to be in there standing up. Oh, it hit him. Okay. That's why the catcher wasn't in that big of a hurry, because it actually did hit Dukes. So he's the second straight Hopper to be hit by a pitch. And the batter's going to be Anthony Zarlingo, who struck out back in the first inning of play. Zarlingo will step in. And the pitch. He squares to bunt and foul. So the count now is 0-1. Oh and 1 the count. Bottom of the third. Hoppers at first and second. They were both hit by a pitch to get on base. Brown and Dukes. 1-1 the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch, and this is hit into right center field. It's caught by the right fielder. Everybody's got to get back. And they do in time. And there are now 2 outs in the inning, and the batter is going to be Sean Sullivan, who hit a home run back in the second inning of play. And that was an opposite field home run for Sullivan in that first inning of play. Tells you the kind of power he got on that one that time. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Will Spears on deck. They're looking back at second, but Tomlinson will come home with a pitch, and it's high for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a pitch from Tomlinson. And it's inside for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's across for a strike. 3-1 the count. They say there's no guarantee on a 3-0 count that if you take that pitch that it will be called a strike. But I would say most of the time it is called a strike, especially if you're taking. 3-1 the count, 2 outs. Hoppers at first and second. And here is a base hit, and they are no wrong. They're going to come home with it. Brown's got to get back. And he does in time. He almost ran through the stop sign there. He had a full head of steam, and it's going to be a base hit for Sean Sullivan. He's having a good night tonight, a base hit and a home run. And the batter's going to be Will Spear, and the bases are loaded for the Hoppers. And Josh Carman is coming out for full count. Let's see if he's going to take the baseball. He is. We're going to have a new pitcher, so we're going to take a timeout. The score is 3-0 in favor of the Hoppers. They have the bases loaded here in the bottom of the third, as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. Here's one hit into center field. The center fielder is there. He makes the play for the out. So in the inning, there were 2 batters hit. There was a base hit. So the Hoppers leave 3 on base, and there was 1 hit, but they do not score any runs. We have played 3 here at Tiger Field. As we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard, it's Hoptown 3 and the Rhythm nothing. We're back after this time. The DH for Full Count Rhythm will lead it off here in the top of the 4th inning of play. He struck out back in the 2nd inning of play. Tyler Franks, the batter. Grenier comes to the plate with a pitch, and it's strike 1. Grenier is set. The stretch and the pitch, and this is a foul ball. So the count will be 0-2 as Grenier gets ahead. .40 pitches now for Luke Grenier tonight. .02 and the pitch. And it's low for ball one. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. The batter, Frank, steps back in. The pitch from Grenier, and it's inside. Ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Grenier. Swing and a miss. And he strikes him out. Second time tonight that the DH has struck out. And that is going to be strikeout number 4 on the night for Grenier. And there's 1 out in the inning, and the batter's going to be Drew Lowry. He was hit by a pitch in the second inning of play. The righty steps into the box. The pitch, foul tip, back to the net. And the count is 0-1. Here's the pitch, and it's foul back. 0-2 now the count with 1 out. Grenier is set. The pitch. And it's going to be popped up. Who's got it? Rodriguez says, I do. And it's out number 2. And the batter's going to be Henry Jackson, the right fielder.
Right fielder 15, Henry Jackson.
And a base hit in the second inning of play. Here's the pitch. And it's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. We play in the top of the 4th. Hoppers leading 3-0. Pitch, and this is foul. Goes over towards the Hopper dugout. The count is 0-2. And this one's a little bit outside. For ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. If you're watching on Hoppers TV, you could tell that it was way outside. although no mascot to hit like in the movie. Here's a pitch, and this one's foul back and out of play. 1-2, the count will remain. Grenier. Is set. And the pitch. And this is foul back. So the count will stay 1-2. Grenier set. The stretch and the pitch, and got him looking, strike three. Second straight inning that Grenier has set him down in order, and the third time tonight that Grenier has set him down in order. No hits, no runs, nobody left on base. The Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard, the Hoppers 3 and the Rhythm nothing. We move to the bottom of the fourth. Alex Archuleta, the second baseman, is the batter for the Hoppers. Jalen Wirtz on for his second inning of work from Gallatin, Tennessee. Plays at Middle Tennessee State University for Full Count Rhythm. Two and 0 the count now. 2 balls and no strikes. Batter, oh, swing. Nope. Took it inside for a ball, so 3 balls and no strikes. Archuleta probably taking, and he does, and he gets the corner for a strike. So 3 balls and a strike. Pitch, and it's in there for a strike. So 3-2 now the count. Nobody out. Swing and a miss, and strike 3. Third strikeout recorded by Full Count pitchers tonight. And the batter's going to be Ren Tachioka. Wirtz is set, and he comes home with a pitch. Swing and a miss by Tachioka. And the count is 0-1. Pitch, and this one's popped up on the infield. Shortstop says, "I've got it." That is Perel, and out number 2. And the batter's going to be Joshua Rodriguez, the shortstop. 1 for 2. He flied out to left and got a base hit in the first inning of play. So Rodriguez will step in. Pitch is outside and in the dirt for a ball, so 1 ball and no strikes. It's nice that the sun went down, but the wind went with it. So no breeze at all right now at the ballpark. And that's in there for a strike, so a ball and a strike. Bruce is going to fire up the automated wind. Here's one hit into center field. Center fielder goes back. He's underneath it for the out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Wirtz. So no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base for the Hoppers. We have played 4. We go to the top of the 5th as we check the Holiday Inn Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's Hoptown 3, full count nothing. For Holbrook, Jackson Cothran, and Hudson Mims. Rainier, and this one's foul back and out of play. 0-1 the count. Pitch, and this is going to be a base hit. Gets between the third baseman and the second baseman, so a base hit for Cooper Holbrook, I should say, excuse me, and that is going to be his second hit of the night. It actually is Holbrook. I can't read my writing. Batter's going to be Jackson Cothran, the catcher. He struck out in the second. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. One ball and no strikes and nobody out for full count here in the top of the fifth. Pitch is a strike. Look up and can tell that the lights are starting to take effect here at the ballpark. Looking over at first, will come home with a pitch, and here's one sliced into left field, right to Zarlingo for out number one. And the batter's going to be Hudson Mims.
Second base number 7, Hayden Miller.
He grounded out to the pitcher, who threw over to first for the out in the second inning of play. Grenier kind of faked a throw over to first, and the runner walked back. He's looking over to first. He's set and pitches, and it's across for a strike. 0-1 the count to Mims, the second baseman. Tomlinson went 2 2/3 innings for full count. Jalen Wirtz is currently the pitcher. For full count, they do have some activity in the bullpen. And he's off and running, and he is out. They call him out, stealing. And the batter is going to still be Hudson Mims. 1-1 the count. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Two the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Janier is set, and a swing and a miss for strike 3, and it's the 3rd straight inning that Janier has faced the minimum, and the 4th time tonight he has set full count down in order. The Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It is Hoptown 3 and full count. We move to the bottom of the fifth. Hoppers lead it 3-0. The batter is Luis Vergara, who was hit by a pitch in the first, grounded out 6-3 in the third, and he swings and misses for strike one. Here's a pitch, and this one's fouled back and out of play for strike two. So the count now is 0-2. And this one is popped up and out of play. Heads up on the first base side. It hits between the dugout and the seating to our right. So the count will remain 0-2. And here's one hit into right field. Right fielder coming in, and it's going to drop right in front of him. It's a base hit for Vergara. And Ron Brown will come to the plate. He's walked, and he's been hit by a pitch tonight.
First baseman, 33, Ron Brown.
Ron Brown at the plate. Did not go around, so it's a ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. Pitch inside, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Brown again back in. Wirtz comes to the plate with a pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now the count. Pitch, and this one's going to be popped up. And it is going to stay in play, and the catcher makes the put out. He popped it up, and it stayed. It was in foul territory, but the catcher stayed with it, and that was Cothran doing a good job there. You don't see that too often, a pop out to the catcher, so that was a P2 if you're scoring at home. And Jacob Dupes, the third baseman, is on deck. He was hit by a pitch in the third and grounded out into a double play in the first inning of play. Pitch. High for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Wirtz comes to the play with a pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. Anthony Zarlingo is on deck. And a runner goes, and he is safe. Got in under the tag. That is Vergara. The count is 1-2. Here's the pitch. And this one is popped up. It's going to go out of play. It's going to land in the bullpen and then bounce it out into the field where about 15 kids are going to run it and chase it down. 1-2 the count, 1 out. We play in the bottom of the fifth. Hoppers on top 3-0 over Full Count Rhythm. And Vergara goes, and he's going to have the bag stolen. And it's 2-2 now, the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wirtz comes to the plate with a pitch, and it is going to be low for ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled back and out of play. Heads up. 3-2 the count. The pitch, foul. That one goes into the Hopper dugout, and they go scrambling. Dupes will step back in with a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, and again, foul back and out of play. Dupes battling at this at bat. That is pitch number 28 for Wirtz. And a swing and a miss, and he strikes out Dupes. 2 outs in the inning, and the batter's going to be Anthony Zarlingo. He struck out and flied out to right in the 3rd inning of play. Zarlingo bats left. And he pops this one up. Who's going out to get it? It's going to be the left fielder. That is Holbrook who makes the play. And the inning is over. In the inning, there was a strikeout and there was a base hit. So 1 hit, 1 left on base, but no runs. We check the Holiday Inn and Suites at Convention Center scoreboard. We're through 5. With the score, Hoptown 3 and full count nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. Janier out for his 6th inning of work. And he will face the shortstop, Levi Perrell, who 0 for 2 tonight. And that pitch to him is a ball, so 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch, And it hit him. Ouch. Right in the back. That is the second full count player hit in the back.
First baseman, 32, Ryan Miller.
And the batter is going to be Ryan Miller. He struck out and grounded out to the first baseman, unassisted in the first. Pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Oh and 1 the count. Time called by the batter, so he'll step out. Here's the pitch. And this one's hit into center field. Center fielder gets underneath it and makes the play for the out. That is Sullivan underneath that one. And it's out number 1, and Perrell will stay at first base. Henry Mosley, 0 for 2 tonight. Popped out to left and popped out to right in this ball game. One out. We play in the 6th. Hoptown on top 3-0. Scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second. And we've got goose eggs the rest of the way on the scoreboard. Pitch is inside for a ball. 0-3-0 for full count. 3-4-0 for the Hoppers. The pitch. And this is a fair ball. It got right past the third baseman, and it's going to be at least a double. And they're going to hold the runners there at third. So it's a double for Henry Mosley, as that one got right past the third baseman. And the batter's going to be Tyler Franks, who has struck out twice tonight. So full count now with runners at second and third and 1 out.
Pinch hitter, number 8, Tyler Boyd.
As I mentioned, Hoptown will be in Paducah tomorrow night to take on the Chiefs. Six o'clock first pitch for that one. Here's the pitch. It's low, but Spears able to hold on to it. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be hit to the second baseman. He spins, he throws, and gets the out there. But a run does come across. Good play by Archuleta to Brown for the out. And there are now 2 outs. And it's a 2-run lead for the Hoppers at 3-1.
Third baseman, number 3, Drew Lowry.
And the batter's going to be Drew Lowry. He was hit by a pitch in the second. And he popped out to the shortstop in the 4th. The pitch, and this is a chopper down the third base side. It goes foul. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. Batter steps back in. Janier is set. Stretches the pitch. And this is going to be hit over the head of the second baseman, and a base hit RBI for Drew Lowry makes it a 3-2 ball game.
Batting for full counts, the right fielder number 15, Henry Jackson.
And the batter is Henry Jackson. He struck out in the fourth, a base hit in the second. And now full count has Lowry at first base. 3-2 is our score here in the top of the sixth inning of play. They look at the runner at first. Now they'll come to the plate. And it's an excuse me swing that is a foul. And the count is 0-1. Nixon has arrived. We didn't see him earlier, but he's here now. If it's foul and it's laying in foul territory, he's going to chase it down. .328 is our attendance tonight. 328. One and one the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. A quick throw down, and they got him. He got picked off. So Spear throws down to first as the out goes 2-3. But full count did score 2 in that inning on 2 base hits. And they left none on base. So as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard, it's Hoptown 3 and full count.
Hoppers Baseball, presented by Chick-fil-A on News Radio, WHOP, and WHOPAM.com.
We go to the bottom of the sixth. It's 3-2 Hoptown over full count after the Rhythm put 2 on the board in their half of the sixth inning of play. The batter is Sean Sullivan, the center fielder. Home run and a base hit for Sullivan. And the pitch is low for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch, and this one's fouled back. You got a duck on that one. That one came close. 2-1 the count. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Need to get a couple of those runs back at least if we can. Pitch, and it's a strike. Full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss, and a strikeout. Fifth strikeout recorded by Full Count pitching here tonight. And we just noticed that we do have a new pitcher. That is number 17. That is Carson Howard. Pitch is in there for a strike. We are not alerted of pitching changes, which is okay. We'll catch it when we notice that the gentleman pitching is different. 0-2 now the count to Will Spear. 1 out. Alex Archuleta is on deck. The pitch, got him looking, strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning. 6th of the evening for Full Count. The batter's going to be Alex Archuleta, the second baseman. He struck out and he's grounded out 6-3. As Archuleta steps in, he bats right, and here's the pitch. And it's in there for a strike. Ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch, high for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. Pitch, swing and a miss. So 2 balls now and 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss. And coming in and throwing heat is Carson Howard as he sets the hoppers down in order in the bottom of the 6th. No hits and no runs in that inning. Nobody left on base. Chenier still going through his warm-up tosses. 3-2 hoppers. Major League Baseball, top of the 6th. Yankees lead the Red Sox 8-1. Bottom of the 7th, Giants lead the Brewers 1-0. Mets and Cubs tied at 1 in the 4th. End of 2, Diamondbacks and Padres scoreless. Dodgers and Angels later on tonight, a battle for LA. Twins beat the White Sox this afternoon 6-3. Cardinals over the Reds 11-3. Mets beat the Cubs in game 1 of their doubleheader 2-1. Blue Jays over the Royals 6-5. Rockies beat the Pirates 2-0. Mariners over the Rangers 3-2. Atlanta beat the Nationals 6-3. Philadelphia beat Miami 10-0. Houston over Oakland 5-0. Baltimore beat the Tampa Bay Rays 6-4, and the Guardians over the Tigers 10-0. That's your Major League scoreboard update. Henry Jackson is the batter, as he was at the plate when Lowry was called out for trying to steal at second. 0-1 the count. Now it's 0-2 to Jackson. Oh and 2. We play here in the top of the 7th. The pitch from Janier is outside, so it's a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 the count to Henry Jackson. Holbrook is on deck. The pitch inside. Ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's inside for ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-2. Payoff pitch coming from Janier. And it's going to be popped up and out of play. Brown gives chase, but it's well in foul territory. Three-2. Janier's gone the whole way to this point. Here's the pitch, and it's ball 4. Hoppers do have someone working in the bullpen.
Left field number 24, Cooper.
Number 24, Cooper Holbrook, the left fielder, will be the batter. Here's the pitch, and he popped it up, and the catcher makes the play for the out. And now we've had 2 of those in the ball game where the catcher makes the put out. 1 for each team now, and there's 1 out. And Jackson Cothran, the catcher, will be the batter. He's 0 for 2 at the plate. Struck out in the 2nd and popped out, or flied out, I should say, to left in the 5th. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike. Oh and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Check swing, so a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. Top of the 7th. Hoppers with a one-run lead. They led 3-0 for the longest time, and then full count put 2 on the board in the 6th. The pitch. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now. As Cawthron steps out, now he's back in. Janier is set, looks, and comes to the plate with a pitch. This one's fouled back and out of play. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Janier set. Taking a lot of time in between pitches, and a swing and a miss. Struck him out for the second out of the inning. And the batter is going to be Hudson Mims. He struck out in the 5th and grounded out 1-3 in the 2nd.
Second baseman number 7, Hayden Miller.
They replaced Mims defensively in that time, so we do have a different batter for full count rhythm. It is Hayden Miller. And again, we're not told of the changes. Popped up, catcher makes the play for the out. So the catcher made 2 of the outs in that inning. So full count with no hits. They did have a runner reach base on balls, so no hits. They left 1 on base and no runs. We go to the 7th inning stretch. The Hoppers lead it 3-2. Scott Colley with our 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Visit them today on Fort Campbell Boulevard and download the Chick-fil-A app for online ordering. Let's take a timeout. 3-2 Hoppers. We're back after this. One the count to Ren Tachioka. Now it's 1-2 as he takes that pitch looking for strike 2. 3-2 Hoppers, bottom of the 7th inning. Tiger Field at Hopkinsville High School. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So a strikeout for Tochiaka, and that is the 8th strikeout recorded by Full Count Rhythm tonight. They're pitching. They are on their 3rd pitcher of the night. And the batter is Joshua Rodriguez. 1 for 3. He's flied out to center and to left, and he has a base hit. And this pitch is fouled off down the third base side for strike number 1. And this is going to be a base hit for Rodriguez as it is sliced into left field. And the batter is going to be Luis Vergara. Has a base hit in the fifth, rounded out 6-3 in the third, and hit by a pitch in the first. Ron Brown is on deck. Swing and a miss. You can tell Brown's been in a lot of action tonight. They're going to need some extra duty dishwashing detergent to get that uniform clean. Pants and jersey. Pitch is in there for a strike. 0-2 now the count to Vergara. Three-two, 1 out. Pitcher takes a lot of time in between pitches. And here's one hit into right field. Right fielder going back, and it is off the wall. It's going to be at least a double, and they'll stop Vergara at second. And coming around to third is Rodriguez on the double by Luis Vergara. And it didn't like much from leaving the ball yard. It hit the fence on the fly. Ron Brown, the first baseman, he has walked. He's been hit by a pitch, and he popped out to the catcher in the fifth inning of play. And what do we have? A time call here, is that right? I guess the coach called time. You don't see that much. Umpire is going to go over and say, hey, what are we doing? There may be a change. Let's see. Will there be a change? No, there won't be a change. Brown's going to bat. Oh, they're going to put Brown on. Okay. Full count puts Brown on. So the intentional walk, and that loads the bases with 1 out. And they're going to take their chances with a Jacob Dupes. He struck out in the fifth, hit by a pitch in the third, and hit into a double play in the first. And now, Full Count Rhythm says, well, let's come out and talk about this. So they're going to come out and talk to their pitcher, Carson Howard. I'm sure they're talking defensively more than anything else. Trying to see here what they're going to do defensively. Obviously, if it's hit on the infield, you want to come home to get the force there, unless it's a surefire double play. Meeting at the mound is over. So Jacob Dupes can really do some damage here. They play in as he squares to bunt. Takes that pitch for a strike. Bases loaded for the Hoppers. Bottom of the seventh. Pitch is a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch. High for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike now. Again, just 1 out. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. 2-2 now the count. Here comes Howard to the plate, and a swing and a miss. And Dupe strikes out. Second strikeout of the inning, and the batter is going to be Anthony Zarlingo. And he'll come around to the left side of the plate to bat. Now it's his turn to maybe be the hero here and get some runs home. It's going to take a base hit, though, to get the runs home with 2 out. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Carson Howard trying to get out of a jam here. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. 0-2 the count. The pitch, and he fouls it at the plate. So the count will remain no balls and 2 strikes. Catcher almost came up with that. It was in the air just enough. Three-2 Hoppers on top. Zarlingo back in. Pitches outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Howard, and this is going to be sliced into left. Can it get down? Nope. Left fielder is there, Holbrook, for the putout. So in the inning, there was 2 hits, and there was an intentional walk, 2 strikeouts. Hoppers with 2 hits, no runs, and they leave 3 on base. They have left 9 on base here tonight. We have played 7. Our score, Hoptown 3, full count.
Presented by Chick-fil-A on News Radio, WHOP, and WHOPAM.com.
Well, we move to the top of the 8th inning of play, and the batter is going to be Levi Perrell. He is the shortstop. Pitch to him is a strike. He has been hit by a pitch, grounded out 6-3, and flied out to center. That was in the first. He was hit by a pitch in the 6th. 0-1 the count. Janier pitches high for a ball. Evens the count 1-1. Here's the pitch. Foul back. 1-2 the count. Janier looks in. Here's the pitch. And it's off the catcher's mitt. Goes back to the backstop. So that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hoppers at Paducah tomorrow. Their next home game is on Tuesday night. 6:10 airtime for the F&M Bank pregame show. They are predicting rain for the next couple of days. And this is foul back. 2-2 the count. We've had a long stretch of very little rain, if any at all. Depending on where you are, you might have gotten rain. 2-2 the count. Ryan Miller is on deck. And the pitch. Oh, he hit him. Second straight time he's been hit by a pitch. He was hit in the 6th and now in the 8th. And the batter is going to be Ryan Miller. He has flied out to center, struck out, and grounded out to the first baseman. And now the catcher will go out and talk to the pitcher. And this may be just to buy a little time here. Yeah, I think they went down to see if they're ready in the bullpen. And here comes head coach Gary Vaught. Yep. I would imagine he's coming to get the baseball. He's looking down to the pen. And I believe they're ready in the pen. Let's see. He hasn't given the sign yet, so we'll just wait. Yep, they're coming out of the pen. So they're going to take the ball from Luke Janier. 94 pitches tonight. Good outing for him, but they're going to get him out of the ball game. So we're going to have a new pitcher, and we're going to take a break here as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's Hoptown 3, full count 2. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball, presented by Chick-fil-A on News Radio, WHOP, and WHOPAM.com.
Cody Hupp is the new pitcher for the Hoptown Hoppers. And the batter is going to be Ryan Miller. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Hupp's ERA is 6.23. He's pitched 17 and a third innings, 19 hits, 16 runs, 12 earned, 14 walks, 24 strikeouts. And here is a throw down to second as they threw to first and then go down to second for the out, and they get the man trying to steal. So they threw, he broke from the bag and they threw over to first, and he kept going to second, and they threw down to second and got him there. So one out. Count to Ryan Miller is 0-1. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-1 now the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And it is, did he go? Nope, he did not. So it's going to be a ball. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on base for full count. They trail it 3-2. The pitch. And it is a ball, so 3-1 now the count. On deck is Henry Mosley. Hupp looks in, the left-hander with the pitch, and he gets away. But it's going to be ball 4. And Miller goes down to first base. And the batter's going to be Henry Mosley. Got a double in the 6th. He flied out to center in the 3rd and then flied out to left in the 1st. So he is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Or I guess evening, as we started after 6, so it'll be evening. Pitch is a strike to Mosley. From the top of the 8th, 3-2 Hoptown over full count rhythm. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be popped up. Third baseman says, I got it. He makes the play for out number 2. And the batter's going to be Tyler Franks, the DH. Grounded out 4-3, but he did pick up a RBI in the 6th. And he has a couple of strikeouts tonight. So he's 0 for 3, but he has a RBI to show for it. Tyler Franks, the DH. 2 outs now in the inning. Runner at first. Pitch. It's in there for a strike. Drew Lowry is on deck. And they'll throw over to first, but the runner gets back. The pitch. Little high, so it's going to be ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs. Hoppers at Paducah tomorrow, 6 o'clock. You'll be able to watch on Hoppers TV tomorrow night. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1-2 the count. Payoff pitch coming from Hupp. Here's a pitch. Got him looking, strike 3. So in the inning, there were no hits and no runs for full count and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's a Hoptown 3, full count 2.
Leggy pass.
New pitcher for full count rhythm, Caleb Marks is the pitcher. And for Hoptown, the batter is going to be Sean Sullivan, and he grounds one to third. He scoops it up and he throws, and in time for the out. As that goes 5-3. Again, the attendance tonight, 328 watching this one. Dreamfield Lending Night at the Ball Yard. You missed out if you weren't here. There were some specials on shirts at the merchandise tent. Swing and a miss for Will Spear. Hopper's next home game, regular season finale here on Tuesday night. Paducah will be in town. Hopper's currently tied for second in the league. Two-1 the count, 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two with 1 out. And he strikes him out looking. That is the 10th strikeout recorded tonight by full count pitching. And Alex Archuleta, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. He struck out twice and grounded out 6-3 for the Hoppers. Pitch is in there for a strike. Strike two. 0-2 is the count now. 2-5-0 for full count. 3-6-0 for the Hoppers. Here's the pitch. And did he go? They say he did. And it's a strikeout. So a 1-2-3 inning for Marks. And we go to the top of the ninth inning as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. Hoptown 3 and full count 2. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. .26 ERA as a 1-0 mark. He has five saves. He's pitched 25 1/3 innings. 26 hits, 13 runs, 12 earned, 17 walks, 29 strikeouts, and he's given up a couple of home runs. The batter is going to be number 3, Drew Lowry, here in the top of the ninth. Hoppers can get to the 3 outs without them scoring a run or 2. Whoa, they're scrambling over in the dugout over a full count. When these two play, they're pretty well played ball games. Scores are tight and not many errors when these two play. And here's one hit into right field. Tochiaka cannot get to it as it's going to hit in front of him for a base hit for Drew Lowry. And the batter's going to be Henry Jackson, the right fielder. He's reached on a base on balls in the 7th. He struck out in the 4th and a base hit in the 2nd. Jackson steps in with a runner at first. Here's a pitch, and it's going to be a foul ball down the right field side. So the count is 0-1. Moss looks in. Working from the stretch, the pitch, and it's outside. But a nice snag by the catcher, Spear, to keep it from getting away, and the runner able to advance. He did not. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be popped up. Left field, coming in to get it is Zarlingo, and there's out number 1. And the batter's going to be Cooper Holbrook. So 1 down in the inning for Cooper Holbrook. He popped out to the catcher in the 7th. Base hit in the 5th and a base hit in the 2nd. Pitch is in there for a strike from Moss. Moss looks in. Comes with a pitch. It's low. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Moss, and it's a foul right off the catcher. So the count is 1-2 and 1 out. Moss again looks in. Now time is called. Catcher wanted to call time. Moss is set. Pitch high for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jackson Cawthron is on deck. 1 out. They'll throw over to first. The runner gets back. Here's the pitch. It's low for ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count is full now to Holbrook. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. They throw down to second. Do they get him there? No, they say he's safe. Oh, that would have ended it right there. But the runner is able to get in, but it was a strikeout. That was a strikeout. That is the 9th strikeout recorded by Hopper pitching tonight, and Jackson Cawthron is the batter. He bats left. Full count down to their final out. The tying run is at second base. And here's one sliced foul.
Catch number 13, Jackson Cawthron.
Down the third base side. Moss looking back at second. Pitch is inside for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. He is the number 8 hitter in the lineup for full count. Pitch, and this one's hit into left field. Zarlingo, can he get underneath it? He can, and that's a Hoptown Hoppers winner, as Hoptown holds on for the 3-2 win over Full Count Rhythm and they now go 4 games over 500. They are 20-16 on the season. And if Fulton, they were trailing to Madisonville, and if they go on and suffer the loss, then the Hoppers will be in second place all by themselves. Your final score once again, as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites at Convention Center scoreboard. It's Hoptown 3, Full Count 2. Back with our post-game report right after this time.